Hey martial arts family, welcome to Takedowns. We're on week 6, A-Day. So graduation is on week 8, so we're only 2 weeks away from graduation. So today, essentially, we're gonna review all of our techniques, get any missing details, because we wanna make sure that you are as good at them as you can possibly be, and they're as fluid as they can be, and as comfortable and as safe as you can make them. So we're gonna review our forms, our kicks, our takedowns, all that kind of good stuff, and then we'll kind of go from there. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get warmed up. We're just gonna do a little bit of jumping jacks, and we'll kind of go from there. So we're gonna do 10 seconds of jumping jacks. Ready, get set, and go. Make sure you have plenty of space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Next up is squats. So feet open, hands up. We're just gonna squat down and back up. We're bending at our knees. Our waist bends just a little bit, but we're not picking up anything off the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Crunches. So if you want to keep your feet down and come up to your knees, that's great. Or if you want to do a crunch where you go out and back, that's great. As long as we're working our muscles, we're getting our body all warmed up. Well, let's do it. 10 seconds. Ready? And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. For this next one, if you have a partner, please use them. If you don't, that's totally okay. No big deal. You can either decide you can be me or you can be Mr. Craig. Either one's a winner. Okay, so we're gonna do over-unders. If you haven't done over-unders in a while, one person's gonna be doing the push-ups, the other person's going to jump over them when they do the push-up, and then crawl under when they actually go up. So when you go down, they jump over. When you go up, they crawl under. We're gonna try and do it in just 10 seconds. We're gonna try and do as many as we can, and then we're gonna switch places. If you don't have a partner, you can be doing the push-ups, or you can do the crawl and the jump just solo. It's totally fine. Let's give it a try. Ready? And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. All right, so whatever you were last time, let's go ahead and switch it up. Let's try. Ready? And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Very good. All right, well, we're already down, so go ahead and lay down. Don't lay down, sit down. Open your feet up nice and wide. Hopefully your heart's ticking a little bit. Toes up, knees straight. We're gonna reach down to the middle. So hands up, reach all the way down. Just keep reaching. Make sure those toes are up. If you can crawl your fingers up just a little bit once you're comfortable enough that you can handle just a little bit more. Excellent. Let's go down to your toes. Reaching with both hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Reach down with both hands. Now remember, we're stretching right now for safety. We're not trying to get extra flexible. I mean, if you get more flexible, fantastic. Right now we're just trying to warm our muscles up. If you want to get extra flexible, the best time to do that is stretch after class. You can take a lot longer. You'll already be more flexible just because your muscles are warm. You can really stretch and hold them. And talk to your buddy and hold them. Get a little more flexible every time. Let's try it one more time to the middle, but we're going to open our feet up just a little bit wider. One hand in front, one hand in back. Push them up and down to your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. Both feet out in front, toes up, knees straight. Bounce your legs out just a little bit. And down your toes. Good. If you can't quite reach them, no big deal. You can pull down on your pant legs and give yourself a hug. Just as long as we're stretching, you can feel it in the back of your legs. That is perfect. And our last stretch, you know what it is? I assume probably at this point. We're gonna do butterfly. So both feet in. Flap your wings. Roll your head and neck around. Other way. We're gonna go down to your toes. Reach all the way down. Try and keep your back flat if you can. We don't want a turtle shell. We want to keep it nice and flat. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Excellent job. We're gonna stand up super speed. Nice, confident. Yes, sir. Let's try it. Get ready. Get set. And stand up.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Let me see Chummy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. In our striking, we're going to be working on our front leg side kick review as well as our turn back kick. Then we're going to put it into a combo and just run through a little bit, make sure we're feeling pretty good with all those techniques because 2 weeks graduation, we're going to be doing them. So let's jump into our guarding stance. Nice, confident kias. Ready? And go. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. So we're going to start front leg side kick. Remember, weight on that back leg. Toes are sideways. Toes pull back, and we're hitting with that heel. Very important. I saw somebody just the other day when we're kicking like this. We don't want to do that. That's like a roundhouse, but we want to pull it back to our opposite shoulder so that leg comes back and then it goes straight out. I'm using these muscles here instead of this. It's coming back and kicking out. And the way that helps me remember, it's like you stomp on the ground. It's like you're stomping on the wall. Okay? Well, let's give it a try. This should be relatively quick, but let's do, not 100% just to make sure that we're getting everything as perfect as we can. Ready? And 1, kia. 2, kia. And 3, kia. Good. Switch feet.
Yes.
Let's try it again. Other side. Ready? And 1, kia. Good. Make sure those hands are staying up. Good posture. 2, kia. And 3, kia. Excellent. Switch feet.
Yep.
Next one is turn back kick. So I'm in my guarding stance. I'm going to transition my weight to that front foot as it twists. Head stays up. Hands are up. Nice posture. I just want to see my target out of the corner of my eye. And I'm going to do a kick like I'm a horse or a donkey. So it's coming up, kicking out. My toes are pulled back. Hitting with that heel again. Okay, let's give it a go. Ready? And 1, kia.
Yep.
2,
Kia.
kia. And 3, kia. Excellent. Switch feet.
Yep.
Same deal. Ready? And 1, kia. 2, kia. And one more. Ready? And go. Kia. Excellent. So we're going to put these into a combo. So our combo is going to be our front leg side kick. We're going to set it down. Maybe we're pursuing our partner a little bit, so it's out just a little ways. Transfer my weight and back. We're going to try 2 on each side, and then we're going to try them down the mat. All right, so let's give it a go. Ready? Nice and slow. We want to take our time, make sure we're doing all the details correct. Ready? 1, side kick, set it down. The foot is very important. Back kick. And 2. Kia. Good. Let's switch feet.
Yep.
All right, ready? And 1. Set it down, twist. Kia. And 2. Kia. Good. All right. This time we're going to try and do them down the mat. So I'm going to start all the way over here. Mr. Craig's going to start there. We're going to do our combo, and we're just going to keep it going. So we're going to side kick, turn back, and then we'll reset. Then we'll side kick, turn back, and we're essentially going to be walking down the mat as we're doing our kicks. I want you to do the same thing if you have the space, or if you need to pause the video and go outside or wherever you need to practice. That's fantastic too. Let's give it a try. And go. Kia. 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 One more. Kia. Very good. So you kind of have an idea of how the drill works. And this is a good drill to do with any kicks if there's forwards or backwards progression. That way you kind of have a goal in mind. Oh, I want to get to there. But you can practice your kick and you'll just get better at it every time you do it. Let me see Chummy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.
As we continue to work on our forms, I want to make sure Kicho is incredible. So we're going to start with a review, and then we'll find a way to challenge ourselves. So let's start with the review. We're going to face this direction, that way you guys can follow us along. directly on the correct foot, folding your hands, and having incredible front stances. Let's all be in Chumbi stance. We'll fold our hands. Ready, 1. Kia. Good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kia. Fold your hands, back leg turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kia. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kia. Good. Chumbi stance and bow. Great job, guys. If you were able to keep up, then you are ready for a bit of a challenge. Now, if you weren't able to keep up, that's okay. You can rewind the video, go through that a few more times. I want you to be able to keep up on that count. That's a good kind of medium pace that you can work with, okay? Once you've got that count, you're doing it with us, you're doing fantastic, you're ready for a spinning, all right? We're gonna get a little bit dizzy. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna spin around, I'm gonna freeze, all right? And then we're gonna go through our form. I want you to do this with me. So first thing, I need you to make sure that you have space around you. You're not going to bump into the TV, you're not gonna trip over the cat, anything like that, okay? So we'll spin, we'll open our eyes, and then we'll do our form. Let's try it. So close your eyes, we're gonna spin around 10 times. Eyes are closed, here we go, ready? And spin, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, a little faster, 3, don't fall over, 2, 1, and freeze. All right, Chumbi stance. Fold your hands for Kicho, ready? 1, Kia, 2, 3, keep your balance, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Back leg turns, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Back the way we came now. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Hold, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kia. Good. Chumbi stance. Hands by your side. And bow. Ooh, so that might have been difficult in a couple different ways, right? One, you were dizzy. Maybe you messed up on your first step. You kind of forgot what you were doing. Maybe because when you spun, you started in a different direction than you normally do. Maybe that threw you off, right? Whatever challenge you faced, that's okay. Take a second, get some water, and then maybe try it again, right? See if you do any better. It might be helpful to have someone watch you as well. Again, making sure you don't trip over anything or bump into anything. That's a fun way to make the form harder for you. If you can do it dizzy and disoriented, then you can definitely do it for graduation coming up. Great job, guys. Let me see Chumbi. Hands by your side and bow. All right, guys, grab some water, have a seat, and before we get talking, you will need a couple art and craft supplies. So grab yourself a pen or a marker, pencil's fine too, and a piece of paper. All right, so go ahead and grab that. If you need to pause the video, we'll wait a second. Grab your stuff, get back, have a seat. All right, so we're gonna continue talking about confidence, right? We've been talking about confidence this month, and today I wanna do a little bit of an activity that's gonna help us just kind of visualize increasing our confidence, or specifically overcoming our fears. We said confidence is kind of like the opposite of being afraid, right? If there's something you're scared of and you run away from it, then you're not very confident with that situation, right? So the way to become more confident is to do it more, right? The more I do something, the more confident I become. So if I'm a little bit scared of swimming, right? I take swimming lessons, and the more I do it, the more confident I am. And then one day you're saying, oh, I can swim, that's easy, right? Even though you maybe were scared of it before, you practiced, you faced that fear, and you became confident in it. Now, is it okay to be afraid? It is, right? Everyone is afraid of something, right? So it's okay to be afraid of something. So I want you to take a second, just think of something that's kind of scary to you. Maybe it's snakes, maybe it's spiders. Right, for me as a kid, I was really scared of the dark. So whatever that thing is, that's okay. It's okay to be afraid of that, but we don't want to be afraid forever, right? We don't want that fear to control us, and we can never sleep with the lights off, right? Or we can never, get rid of a spider because we're scared of it, right? It just sits in our room for the rest of our life. We have to be able to overcome those fears. So I want to do an activity today that's going to help us visualize overcoming that fear. We're going to use martial arts to kind of overcome that. Right? Not everything can be solved with punching and kicking, right? I was scared of like vampires coming to get me at night, so I thought, oh, I'd punch the vampire, and that worked great. But if you're scared of making new friends at school, karate, you can't go punch people and make them your friends, right? That's not going to work, right? So we have to build our confidence in other ways, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to write down the thing that we're afraid of. So if you don't already, grab your pen, grab your paper. We'll give one to Mr. Alex here. Boop, boop. We're just going to write something, right? Even if you're afraid of 10 things, just pick one thing. Write something that's kind of scary to you, something that maybe you're not so confident about. Do you guys have yours? Okay. Mr. Alex, what's yours? Want to share yours first?
Can I show?
Yeah, go for it.
Mine is spiders.
Ooh.
I drew a little spider down here.
You got a picture.
It's not super scary looking, but it's very scary to me for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Just ever since I was a kid. I don't know why.
Yeah. So mine is a little bit less physical. Can you guys read that? Change. Change is kind of scary to me. I kind of like it when things stay the same. Because when things change, I always go, oh, what's going to happen? I don't know. And I'm a little bit worried sometimes, right? And I know I shouldn't worry that everything's going to be okay, but sometimes change can be kind of scary, right? Maybe moving to a new school might be kind of scary, right? You don't know what's going to happen. It's a big change. What was your thing? Cool. So what we're going to do is actually, you're going to hold on to it. Don't lose it. Next class, we're going to come back to it, right? Maybe this is something you can show to mom and dad, talk to them about it. Maybe they can talk to you about why not to be afraid of that, how they can come up with ideas and help you overcome that. And then next class, we're going to come back and use this. I'm not going to tell you how, though. It's a surprise. I like surprises. Perfect. All right. Great job, guys. We're talking about confidence. So if you guys remember our chants so far, we've got be yourself, do your best. 1, 2, 3. Confidence. So I'll say be, you say yourself. I'll say do, you'll say your best. I'll say 1, 2, 3. We'll say confidence. Let's try as a team. Let me see hands in. Be
yourself.
Do
your best.
1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
Awesome job, guys. Hold on to your paper and let's get back to class.
We're going to start our takedowns block by kind of warming our bodies up, refamiliarizing ourselves with all of the safe ways to fall. Or not all of them, but a lot of them at least. So you guys have hopefully with me done the drill where I say 1, you go forwards, 2 is backwards, 3 is sideways, and 4 is the other direction. We're going to switch it up just a little bit. So if you need to squat down for this drill, if that's going to make you feel more comfortable, that is fantastic. If you want to do it standing up, that's great too. It really doesn't matter to me as long as we're being safe and we're getting some practice. 1 is going to be a forward roll. So if I say 1, instead of lunging forwards, we're going to take our hands, turn it, diamond, goes down, roll, and back up. We want to make sure our head's not hitting the ground. If I say 2, we're going to go backwards, so you're going to do backwards roll. I suppose if you want to do a backwards break fall, that would be all right, but we're going to try backwards roll. Maybe switch it up if you need to. 3 and 4 are a little tricky. We're not doing any sideways rolls. We're not doing any logger rolls or anything like that. We're going to do a break fall, sideways break fall. So foot comes up, hips, shoulder, hand, or the other way, hip, shoulder, hand. Okay? So you want to try and get back up as fast as you can. I'm going to start slow and we'll go a little faster and a little faster until it's pretty much impossible for all of us to do. But that'll be the fun part. So let's give it a go. Ready? And 1. Good. And we'll try and get back to our spot. Ready? 2. 3. 4. 2. 1. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Whew. I know I'm warm. Hopefully you guys were able to follow along semi-well. I went very fast there at the end. So if you got half those, I'm more than happy. Let me see shimmy stance and bow. The takedown technique we're going to be reviewing today is our double ankle sweep. So to review, Mr. Craig and I'm trying to defend myself. He pushes me down, and he's coming at me. I don't want, that's a bummer, right? So that's a no-go. So I need to make sure that I'm being safe. So I'm gonna get my feet up as he comes in so I can kind of keep him away. Now, if he continues to get closer to the point where he can reach me, I've got a problem. So take one step back for me, sir. So here, I'm okay. He can't reach me. I'm safe. I'm gonna keep my hands up anyway, just in case. But I'm safe. But when he gets close enough that he actually could reach me, I need to be extra safe. So I've got my hands up until then. Once I think, okay, he's close enough, I can reach those feet. I'm gonna grab his ankles. I'm gonna push with my feet. I'm gonna put my partner down. Now remember, if you're doing this with a partner at home, they're your buddy, not your bad guy. Okay? So we gotta make sure we're being safe. We don't wanna launch him across the room. So we're gonna help him down. Once we help him down, we're just gonna stand up. And we can decide, do we wanna get out of here? Or do we need to go and mount our bad guy and hold him down? Okay? Let's try it again real quick. So I'm laying down. Our bad guy, when they fall, it's important they know how to break fall. So if your bad guy is somebody that doesn't do martial arts at home, you gotta teach them, okay, here's how you break fall. Hips, shoulders, hands. Their head needs to not hit the ground at all. So I'm down here, Mr. Craig's coming in. I'm gonna get my feet up like seat belts. They're sideways. He keeps coming in. He's really trying to get me. I'm gonna grab the ankles. I'm gonna push away. I'm not trying to pick him up. I'm not trying to push him up. I'm trying to push him away. I'm grabbing his legs so he can't just take a step back. So he's gonna end up falling. He's gonna break fall nice and safe. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get out of there. Okay? So let's try it one time. Mr. Craig's gonna show us how it's done. Like a pro. I'm gonna be our bad guy. And then I want you guys to pause the video and practice, practice, practice till you're feeling great. Very good. Very good. Excellent job. All right. So make sure you guys practice so it's looking super sharp for graduation in a few weeks. Let me see Jimmy stance. Hands, feet together. And bow. For our game, we're going to be working on 3 levels of kind of difficulty of precision. So what's going to happen is Mr. Craig has a focus pad. He's going to toss the focus pad to me. My job is to kick the pad. Now we're going to have 3 different difficulties, and I'm going to let you decide what move is at those difficulties because of your experience level might be different than somebody else's. So if you're a white belt, maybe front kick might be the easiest, and then roundhouse might be the second, and then side kick might be the hardest, or maybe crescent kick, or maybe back kick. I'll let you decide what your kick is. If you're a red belt, maybe front kick is your easy, and spin hook kick is your hardest. It really just kind of depends. So I'm going to do different kicks than you might today, or if you want to do the same kicks as me, you want to attempt those, that's fantastic. But we're going to try 3 different kicks. Mr. Craig's going to help serve us up a nice little target. My job is to time my kick correctly, which for a front kick is a little bit easier. There's less to think about. For a wheel back kick, there's a lot to think about because there's jumping and spinning and twisting and where am I and where's the pad, and there's just a lot of things. So I'm going to demonstrate what I want you guys to do, and then I want you to think of what 3 kicks are you going to try at home, and then practice that at home. If you don't have a partner, you can definitely toss the pad to yourself. Or if you need to just imagine it, that's great also. So what's going to happen, we're just going to scoot back over here. Mr. Craig is just going to give me a nice little toss, and I'm going to try and kick the pad. My level 1 kick is going to be a back leg roundhouse. So I'm just going to throw a regular back leg roundhouse. Looks like that, right? Good posture, hands up, want everything correct. I'm going to try and kick the pad out of the air 3 times. Okay? If I miss it, you got to do it again. Ready? And go. Very good. If you have a partner, you should go get the pad. But it's very helpful for Mr. Craig to get it because we're video. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? And go. Try and get a nice one without hitting the trophies. Hey, very good. We'll see if I can get it in a cubby. Okay, so my roundhouse is my first one. So let's see, what's a good level 2 kick? Maybe a spin hook kick. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. So my spin hook kick, if you've never seen one before, it looks like that, okay? So I'm gonna try and spin hook kick the pad and make a little bit of contact, and we'll go from there. There we go, there's 1. And there's 2. And 1 more, fingers crossed. Ooh. And 3. Very good. All right, our last one. On this one, if you miss it, well, you don't have to do it again, but you still have to get 3. That seems fair. Let's do a tornado roundhouse. Tornado roundhouse looks like, if you've never seen it, that. Now, how am I going to hit that in the air? Because it essentially needs to be in the air before I kick. Mr. Craig's going to toss it to me while I'm doing my kick. I need to identify where it is, and I'll give it a kick. All right? I might scoot back just a little bit. More air time the easier it'll be for me. I kicked it. It hit me, too. Normally not great, but I did kick it. All right. Let's try it again. And 1 more. One more. I had 2 that hit me. That can't be perfect. There we go. Whew. Gotta watch out. I drop that hand a lot, it looks like, when I'm standing. So, we all have stuff to work on. I want you guys to practice that drill. It's a fun way to just kind of get a little bit of repetition so your kicks are looking even sharper with graduation coming up in just a couple of weeks. Let me see Chewy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.